Hello guys! Back again with the Raccoon Channel. For those of you who like to play farming simulator games, but are bored with the same games, you should try playing games with 3D nuances and cool graphics. But before we get to the main topic, don't forget to click the subscribe button and also the bell button so that you always get updated information about the game from us. Top 10 farming simulation strategy like Harvest Moon. Cozy Islands Craft a Build is a mobile game developed by Tetrox Limited. It is a farming and adventure simulation game in which the player assumes the role of a farmer who arrives on the island known as Neverland. The goal of the player is to explore the cozy island of his childhood village, gather resources, and build a thriving farm. The game features various activities for the player to engage in, including farming, fishing, mining, and crafting. Players can also interact with other characters on the island and complete missions to increase their friendship level. One of the unique features of Cozy Islands Craft Build is its country-themed world, which includes farm animals and wild animals in a rural setting. Players can also unlock and explore new areas of the island as they progress through the game. Tour of Neverland is a mobile game developed by IGGNs. It is a farming and adventure simulation game where the player takes on the role of a farmer who arrives on a magical island known as Neverland. The player's goal is to explore the island, collect resources, and build a thriving farm. The game features a variety of activities for the player to engage in, including farming, fishing, mining, and crafting. The player can also interact with the other characters on the island and complete quests for them to increase their friendship levels. One of the unique features of Tour of Neverland is its fantasy-themed world, which includes mythical creatures such as fairies and unicorns. The player can also unlock and explore new areas of the island as they progress through the game. Of the Island is a life simulation video game developed 1MBits Horde and published by Meta Publishing for the Android and iOS. It was released worldwide in March 2023. In the game, the player takes on the role of a human character who moves to a deserted island and sets up a new home there. The player's goal is to develop the island into a thriving community by crafting tools, gathering resources, and building structures. The game is played in real time, with different activities and events occurring depending on the time of day and the season. One of the key features of the game is its social interaction. The player can invite other players to visit their island or visit other players' islands themselves. The game also features a wide range of animal characters who live on the island and can interact with the player. Town is a simulation management game. In the game, you will play the role of the land god in charge of a field, make friends with all kinds of gods, use various spells, and help your residents build Town so as to gain the worship of the residents and continue to grow the size of the town. As the land god in charge of this place, your first task is to bless and guide the residents of the town and build the town of God from scratch. Collect natural resources, build various production and living facilities, and produce necessary materials so that your residents can live and work in peace and contentment. Harvest Moon, Seeds of Memories is a farming simulation game developed by Natsume Inc. It was released for mobile devices in 2016 and then later for the Wii U PC and PlayStation 4. In the game, the player takes on the role of a farmer who inherits a small farm in a peaceful town. The player's goal is to develop the farm, grow crops, raise livestock, and build relationships with other characters in the town. One of the unique features of the game is its emphasis on the player's relationship with the town's villagers. The player can interact with the villagers and complete quests for them, which can increase their friendship levels. The higher the friendship level, the more benefits the player can receive from the villagers, such as discounts on items or access to special areas. My Time at Portia is a simulation role-playing game developed by Pathia Games and published by Team 17. It was first released in early access for Microsoft Windows in January 2018 and then officially released on multiple platforms, including PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. In the game, the player takes on the role of a builder who moves to the post-apocalyptic town of Portia to rebuild the town and become the best builder in the world. The game features a variety of activities, such as farming, fishing, and mining, which the player can engage in to gather resources needed for crafting. The game also has a strong social element, with the player able to interact with the other characters in the town and form relationships with them. The player can complete quests for these characters and give them gifts to increase their affection levels. Settlement Survival is a real-time strategy and survival game developed by Team 17 and released in 2021. In the game, players take on the role of a group of survivors who must build and manage a settlement in a post-apocalyptic world. The game is set in a procedurally generated world where players must gather resources, build structures, and defend their settlement against various threats such as raiders and monsters. The game features a day, night cycle, and players must manage their settlement's food, water, and other resources to ensure their survival. Settlement Survival also features a crafting system that allows players to create new items and structures using the resources they have gathered. As players progress through the game, they can unlock new technologies and upgrades to improve their settlement's capabilities. Merge City is a mobile game developed by Pixio that is available on both iOS and Android platforms. In this game, players are tasked with building and managing their own city by merging various buildings and resources to create bigger and better structures. The game has a pixelated art style and a simple yet engaging gameplay mechanic that allows players to progress through various levels and challenges. Players start with a small town and can merge buildings, upgrade structures, and unlock new resources as they progress through the game. The goal is to create a thriving city that can generate income and attract new citizens. The game also features various events and quests that allow players to earn rewards and advance further. Crafty Town Merge City is a free-to-play game, but it does offer in-app purchases for players who want to progress more quickly or unlock additional content. Overall, it is a fun and addictive game that can provide hours of entertainment for players of all ages. A Kingdom Rebuilt is a simulation game developed by Handy Games. The game allows players to build and manage their own medieval city, expand their territory, and trade with neighboring kingdoms. Players must manage resources such as food, wood, and stone, and balance the needs of their citizens with the demands of their economy. As the city grows, players can upgrade buildings, construct defenses, and recruit soldiers to defend against enemy attacks. The game features a campaign mode with over 20 missions, as well as a sandbox mode that allows players to create their own custom scenarios. It also includes various difficulty levels, so players can adapt the game to their skill level. Fantasy Kingdom is a free-to-play fantasy strategy game developed and published by InnoGames. The game is set in a magical world of elves and humans, where players can build and manage their own fantasy kingdom. In Elvenar, players start by choosing to play as either humans or elves, each with their own unique buildings, units, and gameplay mechanics. From there, players must build and upgrade their cities, research new technologies, and engage in strategic battles with other players and non-player characters and player characters, NPCs. One of the unique features of Elvenar is its focus on both city building and strategy. Players must balance their resources and economy while also building a powerful army and defending their kingdom from enemies. Additionally, the game has a rich lore and storyline that adds depth and immersion to the gameplay experience. So that's the top 10 farming simulation strategy like Harvest Moon 3D. Thank you for watching this video. I hope our recommendations can be useful and see you in the next video.